All right, Kenny Smith, Total Force Holdings again. We're going to talk about getting into some of the bayonet work. We're talking primarily about using the front end here. All right, we kind of discussed your angle one. We're going to expand upon that, get into some bayonet techniques. We are going to be using primarily the tip. Now, because we are training and I don't necessarily mind causing him pain, but I've already established I don't want to injure him. So we'll make sure we're using the one with the good rubber on the end of it. If you're going to play the just the tip game, always use the good rubber, otherwise you'll end up with the biggest mistake of your life. In his case, that would be me. So when we're dealing with this here, one, we're losing a lot of range by going to two hands, but we're gaining a lot of power. So when you're dealing with your bayonet stuff, if his hands come up, we're going to go into parrying. Well, what am I in position for? I don't want to camp out here, right? And with parrying, all I'm doing is I'm drawing a little comma. Right? I got this up, hand comes up, boom, there's my parry. So what might I want to do to keep that hand from coming in there? I might want to do this. Move into thrusting. All right? Parry and then thrust. What if we want to go low? Can we do that? Sure, but we're going to make that parry a bit long. So he brings his hands up, parry here. All right? Now, we're lucky that I like to be left-handed and he likes to be right-handed. But since most people are right-handed, shoot me that too so these people can see it. There's that. I go down. What do we got right there? He cringes with liver shots because they hurt. All right. So can we do other things there? Can we parry? Sure. Can we thrust? Sure. If we want to use something similar to what we do earlier, this will be no different than slashing with the bayonet. I'm coming here and I'm dragging it down. Now, you notice we parried and then we drug down. Check this out. His hands come up. Parry. There's my slash. If I end up getting too close, who cares? Parry, slash. All right, and I can go ahead and pop him in the head when I do that. When I parried and I get behind him a little bit, I go ahead and that slash and go ahead and pop him in the head. All right, so all kinds of fun stuff we can do here using two hands, right? But it's very similar to what we were doing earlier, just bringing it around on that, what would be an angle two. 1, 2 coming around. 1 with the left hand, 2 coming around. We're just adding a second hand to it. All right, one more time. As soon as his hands come up, I bring it together. There's my parry. I can thrust straight into the ribs. If I want to go down and get into the solar plexus area, parry, that would be my slash, and then I come back into the ribs. What does that do? That shoves him off me, which creates distance, so I can get to something a little bit more spicy.